See if anyone comes in a minute. This is boiling. I'm only going to come and do a small chat because I'm actually watching the end of The Last Kingdom. I binged watched it. I think I'm on, I don't know, series 8 or whatever you call it. There's one viewer. Well, I'm live, but it's not saying I'm live on my phone. A bit odd, but just 2 viewers. It's not odd with if anyone's there who normally comes in, say hi, because I can't see. Well, I am live because there's 2 people there. But I'm still going to wait and see if anyone else comes in before I start. Oh, it's so hot. Don't know who's watching. Okay. Oh, hi Mark. Boris Johnson's explosive attack at Corbyn. Even though we're not all chuffed about Boris, but he'll either be used or, I heard someone saying today, he might be a plonker, like they all are, but they don't reckon he did stuff with kids, if you get what I'm saying. So, who knows? Guess we'll all find out. And this is the thing I'll start seeing, as it says there's 5 in. There's lots of things going on in the Q world, in the UK world, America. Well, it's just Q world is news. Not news. Q world is, I'm tired. Q world is everywhere. So it's the same thing to me. UK, we've got the Brexit thing still going on. America's got their stuff. Everywhere's got their own stuff going on, but it's part of the same thing. The Mueller investigation is quite hilarious, how he just sits there and chooses to not answer the questions, though he wrote stuff down. If anyone's been watching it, I've not been watching a lot of it. I'm just like, they're just a joke. They are just a joke. That side is a joke, and trying to wake people up to that joke on that side is, I don't even know why I'm bothering. I've got people on Facebook going on, they haven't got a clue what they're talking about. They don't research, they're just regurgitating CNN, all the mainstream media news, passing that on. Even Fox, but they don't understand about Fox. Fox has got more unbiased stuff on it, with Hannity and that, than anywhere else. So I will watch them, but apart from that, it'll be alternative or independent news channels, like the good ones I've shouted out before, because people don't seem to understand. It's just like trying to wake up the night of the living dead. They are literally well asleep. And judging by some of the foods, which I'm going to go into in a minute, that I see people eating and stuff, I'm not surprised, because where'd you start? So it's not their fault. We've all been brainwashed, from the day dot. And I've said to people, going to have cognitive dissonance because they're not going to understand it. I don't even think people want to. Like QAnon, people have said that when people find out, it's like some are going to just want to bury the heads in the sand. They don't want to know. You know, they're going mad at me at certain places, swearing, neffing and jeffing, because that's what that side do. You know, they're not researching. I tell people to go and research. They're not researching. They think the researching is just watching the news. And it's like, no, you've actually got to go and do a bit of fun work everywhere else and look around your country, look around other countries of the world, look around what's going on right now and try and connect the dots. But you won't. Some people don't understand, as I've said before, we are in war. We're in a spiritual war. We're not going to war. We're in war. We've been at war for a very long time, unknown to us. But the one we're in, the biggest one we're in at the minute, biggest war we're in at the minute, with who? Is mainstream, lamestream network, news. Sorry, I'm thinking of, I said network as in I was going to say CNN, Clinton narcissistic news. But, you know, people just don't understand. Who gives you your thoughts? Who gives you your pictures to visualise, to think there's something going on when there's not? Also, talking about that, the Netflix. If you're in chat, please say hi, because I can see Mark. I can't see anybody else. The Netflix that I thought may have changed, but obviously there is good things in there, and I know who, you know, that side run it, but it's good to watch out what they're putting in, because they do put truth in films, even if it's good. But they did have Netflix film The Great Hack. Some people commented, hi Stephen, and said that they'd actually gone over to Netflix and watched The Great Hack, which was all about the Democrats and the democracy, Democrats blaming Trump again, trying to make out like it was a documentary sort of film spoofing, but really they were blaming Trump yet again. And Farage over here for the elections being rigged, when we all know it was getting rigged for Hillary, don't get in my way, Clinton, fact. And we all know, if anyone does their research, who was being part of Netflix. Obama. Really? So connect some dots there. Hi Bernice. I was saying I can do you a Q bag with a favourite thing on it that you might want, an animal or something like that. I can sort you one out, and I can put, it should be on here really, where my email should be connected to this video in the links, because this is a bag I am doing for someone, for their daughter, and daughter's best friend's forever bag for leaving school. So I hope they're not watching, but I'm doing 2 of these, so I've got a few bags on the go. Billary. So, you know, this is when I say, when people go and connect the dots with researching, and you find out that the Obamas were having dips in with Netflix, and they put all the shit out about Trump. Making a bit of sense now. Please go and watch I didn't even watch all of it. The stupid film called The Great Hack. They're trying to twist it. I'd love that. I'll have a little look. Yeah, if it's not, I will put it in. I might be able to put it in here actually. Oh no, I can't. I'll put it in after when this downloads, so it won't download straight away, just in case. But I'm sure it is there. That's my QAnon shopping bag. But you know, you can have an animal on it. I think I said for Miss Q that she wanted a couple of bags that I would do a koala holding a Q, because she's from Australia. So you know. But yeah. So when people do the research and they start adding one and one together, you know, and coming out with, I see. So what they're trying to do in Netflix is they're trying to put to the sheeple, the people that go, oh, they're not into politics, they don't care, this, that, and the other, to put this into your brain subliminally, I can't even say it, so you'll think that's what happened. Well, let's blame it all on Trump again. Hey, so when I saw it, I was like, right, what a piece of crock of shit. So I can't remember the name of the company that they were saying was, apparently Q's been shouting that out as nefarious anyway. Yeah, new Q Disney. Yes, I will talk about that in a minute, because I've not really looked at a lot. I'm just watching the game roll out. Dad, what was the name of that on the great, thank you Brenda, the Great Hack, what was the name of the company? I can't remember, I said it yesterday. And what was it? And they're trying to say like Bill, was it Bill? Not Bill Barr. Is it? Oh God, can't even think now. Steve Bannon was involved with it as well. It's a crock of shit if you ask me. It's a crock of shit. It is. You can tell what they're trying to do. But the company was called, My dad might remember. Actually, it might be on my phone. Let me check my phone. I think it's on my phone. So they're just trying to put it over there on in the Netflix. I go, thank you. Cambridge Analytica. I think Q has said something about Analytica being nefarious. Now they've tried to link that to Stephen Brennan. I've probably got them names mixed up now. I'm tired. Who has made Trump films and this, that and the other, blah, 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 blah. But they're connecting Farage and everyone to it, trying to say, look at Farage with Trump, look at him laughing, all about the Brexit. The woman who was a reporter in it, I swear to God I've seen her somewhere in a fake Tommy March pretending to be, I don't know, I've seen her somewhere. But when you go and watch it, it's just like, really? Is that how sad you are? Is that how sad you are? Yeah, it's total, yeah, it is. And because they're in panic, deep state, and people think it's just to do with America, it's deep state all over the world. I love this. Let me see. Did I take a picture of it today? I love this. Panic. Let me see if I've got it. Yeah. I don't know if this was a Q drop or not. Panic in kill boxes stands for P for panic. P-A-N-I-C. Panic. Patriots. A-R-N. Now. I-in. Control. Patriots are now in control. Yes. So I love that. The last Q drop is to do with Disney, and I'm going to go over. I think I took a picture of it. Was a picture of when you go to the links, it takes you to this 666. And if you're wondering where the 666 is, if we want to talk about numbers, it's a 6 in the D, 6 in the I, and the 6 in the Y. 666 is Disney. We'll just point out maybe a flat earth thing there. They're always doing a dome thing with the stars going over the Disney castle. They also do it with TriStar or something on the films, can't remember, just throwing that out there. But it says former Walt Disney VP sentenced to prison in child sex abuse investigation. Where there's children, where do a lot of children go? Just in a lot of Disney, That's why I'm not into Disney anymore, I mean, it's not really the character's fault, but you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was one of Q drops. I haven't really looked at the others, but like I'm saying, I'm not really here to wake up the people now. It's the people who already know and what we're looking at and what we're waiting for, because, believe me, it's true what they say. You can't red pill a lot of people. You just got to let them come to it when they come to it. And if they have a brain fart, they have a brain fart. So, yeah, MK Ultra, exactly. So there's all, Toy Story, Buzz, and exactly, it's all there. But don't forget, there's a lot of films as well, even if it's done by them with truth in it, that's good, because they have to put truth out there anyway. And I was saying to someone the other day, you'll get more truth in sci-fi films and fantasy films that you'll get in the news. Just saying. Yeah, Disney cruises to Epstein's Island. Disney cruises to Epstein's Island, and he's not just got one island, he's got two. One's a bit of a forest. So yeah, all this stuff's still coming out. They're still trying to distract everywhere. They're still going on about the racist thing. My son actually asked me today, my eldest, which never comes out of his room, he's like a vampire, because it's that hot in the UK at the minute. I really do need a shower, because I'm going to talk about a bit of this, and I'm going to talk about food and show you some stuff I've got. He came out in the garden today. Oh my God, something must be changing. It came in the garden, the thing that lives in the Black Lagoon in its bedroom came into the garden. Came into the garden because said it was too hot in the house. And just because I've been putting a load of stuff on Facebook to somebody who believes Trump's bad and this, that and the other, and all the people haven't got a clue what's going on over there, and they just keep texting back. And they just have no clue what's going on at all. But bless them, it's not their fault. They think I'm mad, they think I'm psychotic. It's not their fault. Come out in the garden was going, Mum, what's all this then? What do you believe? Like, you're an atheist though, aren't you? I'm like, no, I've never been an atheist. Yeah, but you believe in flat earth. I said, I don't know what model it is, but I'm trying to tell my son what I believe in. I'm like, but I'm not an atheist. I don't say I believe in God as in there's a man sat on a cloud with a big fluffy white beard. I do believe there's a creator. Don't know what that creator is, but I do believe in a creator because, it's all in nature. Something created is all in nature, patterns and stuff, and it's so, not going into that, but he actually came out, hi to everyone in chat, and was like asking me questions. And then I was trying to tell him how TV works, and he went, well, I know this. I said, yeah, but you game. Your games do program you as well. It's a program. The programs on TV are a program. You're being programmed, to what they want you to believe. So, yeah, God could be, who knows, alien. It could be anything. I'm just saying, don't get offended. But I do believe in a creator, and that's good enough for me. So, and now it's raining. So it's been hot, really hot. We've had the blanket lightning or sheet lightning or whatever you call it. But to me, it was odd. We've not had that it was just odd. Television, tell lies in visions and programs. You're being programmed. It doesn't matter what you're watching. You could be watching Coronation Street here in the UK. I don't watch it. Someone called it the other day, what do they call it? Constipation Street. And then you've got Emmerdale was an Emmerdale. And then you've got, what's the other one? EastEnders is, what was EastEnders, Dad? EastEnders was, what did they call EastEnders? EastEnders was, I can't remember what EastEnders was, but you'll notice if people are watching them, and I don't watch these programmes anymore, they'll have something on in the background. If it's a Trump thing, they'll be talking about Trump or Brexit, the way they want it to go. So, it's all going, dead enders. It's all going in people's brains. Subconsciously, they could have a poster up in the background saying something about someone, saying something about Farage or Trump or something, and it's all there subliminally going in because you're being programmed, brainwashed by advertising, which I'll go into a bit with food because we're going to talk about food tonight, and all that stuff. I could be a character from Corrie. Well, funnily enough, when I was, my hair's down sometimes, some people used to say I look like, what's the girl called? Worked at the knicker factory. She was called, when I used to watch Coronation, what was her name? Dark hair, can't remember. But anyway, someone did say that. I don't know, but someone did say that. I can't remember what she was called. That's because I've not watched it for years, so I can't remember. 17 in chat. So the advertisements get you, they get your children, it gets into your brain, makes you think that you're hungry. Carla, thank you, Mark. Carla, yeah, Carla. I don't think I really do look like her, but I guess sometimes when I've had my hair in a certain way, blah blah blah, because she's got dark hair and she's from up north, so it's one of them. So you're all programmed. We're programmed to believe what they say. Normally it's the opposite. Don't judge my mum and watch it. Yeah, my mum does. If she comes here, she has to put it on. I'm like, do we have to watch it? I used to watch it, but I don't now. So it's hang on a minute. Sorry, my dad just sent me something from the Disney Cruise Line. I'll just throw this in there. Afterward, make your way to your second snorkel stop, Little St. James's Island, where curious fish dart back and forth in the clear blue water and colourful coral formations nestle next to amazing underwater formations. Little St. James Island. Oh, God. Hi, Nathan Oakley. So that's Disney in trouble, thank God. Snorkeling to Little James's Island. Kids. Going on. Oh, apparently, I did hear Jeffrey Epstein got battered in prison. Well, good, because they kill paedophiles in prison, so you might end up, as Abel Danger said, Bernice. Some people say these people, don't wish them dead. They're really evil people. Ooh, God says forgive. Well, yeah, but, well, you go on anyway, don't you? So, no. The Doom Show, Last Train. Hi, the Doom. So let me go and shut the doors because it's raining and it's making a noise. Okay, so I can't really shut the doors because I think the heat's warped them or something. Disney purposely hires gay, tranny and pedos to it. Yeah, it does. And people look into it. I've said that about people looking into stuff. People, like I said, people are lazy. They don't want to research. And it's not just that. People just don't want to know what's going on. And you have to know what's going on. To have it to be stopped, you have to know what's going on. So there's all that sort of stuff. Paedophiles do, we probably will end up getting killed in prison. Oh well. You deserve it. In my eyes, you deserve it. I don't care, doing what they do to these children. So, and we're not arguing in here, Danger Man 5 and everybody else, about blah 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 blah, because that's just silly. Anyway, so going on to, we had the lightning and all that. I was like, there's lots of stuff going on. People don't think this thing. People who follow the news and think it's all real. What's been going on in New York City? Helicopters. People go, oh yeah, they were just having a test. They don't have a test in civilian areas. Thank you very much. Who are they going after? Interesting. So yes, the last train out here walked my window. Epstein may have injured himself. He wanted bail. Well, he might have done, but he's not getting bail. That man is not getting bail. He can think what he wants this time. Panic. Patriots are in control. Deep state. The swamp is going down. They should not even be allowed to rot in prison. No, they should. Well, just remember, you said these people who were eradicated off the earth. Remember what happened to McStain, no name. People think he died of cancer. Nah, I think he was executed some way. So, people think it's not real, but it is. These people are pure evil. So going on to programming, the TV programs you, everything programs you. People think, oh, the government wouldn't lie. Pardon? TV doesn't lie. Yes, it does. Why do you think it came in? What do you think they thought in 1950s, early 1940s, 50s, whatever, when TV first came in? Is like, all the families sit in front of the TV and they're all like, and then we had reporters back in the day that were proper reporters. Reporters today are not proper reporters that work for those, the BBC and those in America and all of that. They're paid to just do what they do, So it's like, who controls the media controls the world. I've tried to tell people this on Facebook. They are just zombies. Who controls the media? Who are those? Who owns the media? Who controls the media controls the world. Yes, we have problems on YouTube, but there's more of us that can speak like this and put things out because the internet's fast. So, like I've said before, that's what they didn't realise would turn on them. So, when we're watching TV and it's programming you what to eat and this is nice and that's nice, until people realise what shite is going in your food, and not just the stuff we do know about, it's the stuff we don't know about. Yes, fetuses were put in as food additives in your food, folks. Make it nice and tasty. That's not me saying something, that's out there for you to research yourself as well. And you aren't allowed to criticise, so that's just bonkers. You would think Epstein is high profile case and would be in protected. No, because maybe it depends the prisons now. If they're taken over with certain people putting in the right place, like Ginsburg got taken out, even though they've tried to say she was at some funeral somewhere, was it, or something, where you could tell she was dubbed in there. It's pathetic. Both, it's just mad. But going into food, they have you sit there and watch the program and are being programmed. Yeah, people just don't get it. People just don't get it. So anyway, talking about food, because I just wanted to talk about a little bit of food and me doing my greens today, is I went vegan ages ago and it was about for 9 months. I'm not vegan now, but I'm trying to get back into that plant-based, even if it's just eating more stuff. I only really went down to chicken and fish and eggs, not red meat and stuff, but there's less and less and less of that. But I'm seeing with certain people I know, a friend from high school, junior school even, you can cure yourself from the inside. You might look well on the outside, and this isn't about people when I've still got a little bit of weight on me I want to lose, but I'm talking about people that are morbidly obese and just putting weight on and wondering why. I know of someone who is really big, has always been big, but I mean big, and they go on about their problems and this, that they've got a lot of money, but I just think, how are you, yeah, TV Dina, how are you going to enjoy that money with how you are? They've nearly died. They've got all these diseases. It's like, it's what you're eating. And then you get on Big Pharma. Sorry, people, I'm just going to talk about how it is, you know, when you're overweight. Now, there's this thing where we always go, I've said it. Oh, it doesn't matter. Getting older now. And you're getting older. Getting older and you only live once and you're not here for a long time. So that's bullshit, really, isn't it? I was thinking about today, it's bullshit. I've said it before. It's like, that's you saying that's the easy way out. You don't care about your body, your temple. You're not bothered. You're going to die anyway. Well, why be like, I'm going to die anyway, so I might as well just kill myself off quicker and not be vibrant and not... Because it's not always what you can see on the outside. I mean, you can through health, but what's going on in your inside? You could be like, oh, yeah, I'm fit and healthy. You know, there's people who are slimmer that are not really that healthy inside. But... because I went to a funeral this week, it did make me think, and it was a lovely celebration of life, by the way. But I'm not going into that, was, yeah, life is short, so why use that excuse to fill yourself with shit and crap and stuff that clogs your arteries up and stuff that puts you on Big Pharma, which kills you off quicker? Why not have more energy and zest for life for your kids and your grandkids, blah, 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 blah. That's why Trump said ages ago, I've got more energy than, I think it was, oh God, what's his name? The creepy one that's always touching everybody and kids. Whoever, anyway. He was trying to run. I've got more energy. He has got more energy. Why do you want more energy and vitality? Yeah, and sugar and starches makes you tired and sluggish. It does. Sugar is the biggest drug out there. It's like cocaine. Not that I know about that, but I'm saying it is a drug. It is a drug. It's the biggest drug on the realm going. It's the biggest drug out there. You're addicted to sugar. I'm addicted to sugar. Let's do Sugar Anonymous. Don't make it easy for them to take us. The organic meat once every 2 weeks, only because... Yeah, the only thing I think is there is that thing out there now. Indigenous people, I reckon years ago, say for example you were talking about, yeah, creepy Joe Biden, exactly. Say you were talking about Native American Indians. I believe, back in the day, they would have been eating off the land because all the veg and all the fruits especially was given to us. But if we had meat, it wasn't at the consumption we have it today, and that's the problem. This is not about you have to go vegan or plant-based. It's we're eating too much, and then it goes into the animals where the animals are being farmed too much. They're not living in nice places. I believe in that energy thing. But the thing is, it's not also that energy thing of how the animals are being kept. It's that thing of what are they feeding the animals? What's going in the animal that they're eating, pellets and shit that they give them, and then you're eating the meat. There's also that side of it. And who can say organic meat is organic meat? They say that sometimes, like organic chickens, eggs, stuff like that. Doesn't always mean free range is free range. It doesn't always mean what you think it is, like the born free out there skipping about, because some of them aren't, but they'll still put that thing on there as in it's free range because it makes you feel better. If you eat sugar, limit it. Exactly. I'm trying to gradually come off it. I'm not doing as bad as I used to do, but there's that thing of being at a funeral made me think more, seeing people, knowing someone who is... I see a lot of people today in scooters, walking sticks. There's a woman near me, she's a big woman, and she's wobbling everywhere, and she goes to get I don't know if it's a child or a grandchild, I can't really tell her age. And I'm sorry to say this, but it's the truth. You wouldn't be like that if you weren't shoveling all the food in your mouth and eating too much. The thing is, today we eat too much. We consume too much, and we consume too much sugar. So when I was talking about I did a green drink today. Yeah, you can go and buy these in the shops. Oh, organic this and organic, and you buy them from the dearer, and they're full of sugars. But if you're making it at home, you're going to know what's in it. Hi, James. Thanks. And that's not putting calling people who are bigger. I still need to lose a few pounds. I was bigger when I first had Finn, but it's that thing of I didn't feel. Put it this way: when I was a lot bigger, the biggest I've ever been, you would have seen me first when I came onto YouTube when I had Finn, because I was a bit of an older mum, 42 now. There was just loads of things I had. I had pains in my feet because I was heavier. I had eyes rubbing together. It was just horrible. It wasn't me. It didn't feel like me because I'd just been a pig in pregnancy. I'd used pregnancy as an excuse. I'm telling the truth. I used it as an excuse. Yeah, as my dad said, the 4-letter diet, eat less, move more. Somebody put on Facebook today one of these diet things. But my dad will tell you, I've always had a problem with food, as in, that was my crutch. People smoke for their crutch, people drink, people take drugs, people do other things that they have an addiction that they don't see as an addiction. Mine, I guess, was sweet things. I've always had a sweet tooth, but I'm trying to get off that now because I know sugar ages you quicker, this, that and the other, so I've got to do that. But someone put a diet thing up today, like they do on Facebook. Oh, have these ketos, have these pills, magic pills. They're not magic pills. It says on it, if you eat a calorie controlled diet, you lose weight. Well, obviously, because you're not eating as much. But the thing is, eat less, move more. Eat more fruit and veg as well. So it is hard, and that's why I'm saying, I'm not lying. I'm not saying I go up and down. I think I've put a few pounds on again. I lost it, but I'm thinking, no, you've got to do it. I want to be well, not just for the people around me, but for me in myself, because it's not like you can't see what your gut is inside. I mean, yes, it does show in your skin, but you might think you're healthy, but are you? My sister's a lot smaller than me, but she eats a lot of crap. So I'm not just talking about the weight thing. She's small. It's your insides as well, as well. So I did a green drink today. I've also got this. I've had this for a while. I had a smaller one. This is a like shredder thing, but you can use it for oh my god, I'm so hot and sweaty. Cucumbers. So yesterday I had noodled cucumbers. I took the skin off. They look like noodles. I had them with grapes, a little bit of peanut butter. It might sound weird, but it was really nice. Granny Smith apples chopped up. Sweet chili sauce mixed up, and I think that was it, and it was really nice. Today I've had mushrooms on gluten-free toast, garlic mushrooms. I've got a thing about mushrooms at the minute, with a sprinkle of walnuts on it. Why am I not in focus? A sprinkle of walnuts in it, and spinach on toast, one piece of toast, and then I had a side of grapes, a couple of grapes, and cherries, and 2 strawberries. So, and you know what? It was really nice. And because I've not ate that much today, it just proves that I actually don't need to eat that much. And I didn't snack. So that was good. With lots of water distilled. Yeah. 5 a day was invented in California years ago when farmers were having a hard time. Exactly. They want you to buy more. I don't believe you actually need 5 a day. To get you buy more. Eat chocolate. Something sweet once. And when I tell you what, I do like chocolate, when you have the dark chocolate and then you only have one piece. Yeah, and that's what I was going to say, Lisa. It's about balance. So as I said about Indigenous people ages ago, say for example Native American Indians, they would have had meat, but not the consumption we have it today. We're too greedy today, and that's why the animals are being treated, why they're being treated the way they are. Also, I got these. There's a channel I've been watching called Sophie something from LA, and I'll have to find a name because she's really good. Is instead of putting, I want to start to try and prep my food so it's easier. But instead of getting like the plastic, because plastic leaches, even though I know this is a plastic top, but I'm assuming if you didn't fill it right to the top, it's not going to leach off that. But then again, you don't need the lid because these are for the fridge. It's glass, and they've got 2 compartments. So it's glass, thick glass. And yes, they are dearer. This was about £6 for this one, and then I got a smaller one, and I thought each month, if I treat myself to these, I'll have a few to put in the fridge and take all my things out of the plastic, wash them, put them into glass. Yeah, have you got some as well? Ah, these were for Morrison's. So, what we all saying, I try not to eat carbs. Carbs and sugar, that's what blows me up, because I like bread, so I'm trying to come off the bread. I've got the gluten-free one. White, it's white starch, it's white sugar, white rice, white flour, the white stuff, basically, bread. So, yeah, they tell you to have carbs and this, that and the other, because that's what they do, but it's an ager, and it's a killer as well, sort of thing as well, I believe. The other things I always have now is salt, but I have the pure Himalayan, which I found this really weird, because in the same aisle where you get all your spices from, they have these mills, but they're a bit dearer. But when you go to the world section, they have them for £1, and I was like, okay. Oh my god, I am ripping. It's so hot in the UK right now, and I cannot live without my chili flakes, because I have this instead of pepper. I have chili flakes on everything. So I love Himalayan salt, not table salt, pink salt, at chili flakes on everything. Also, I have mentioned this before, when you eat carbs, they turn into sugar. Yes, they do. They turn into sugar, so people wonder why, and also alcohol turns into sugar. So I'm glad I'm not an alcohol drinker, really. Apple cider vinegar. Yeah, I've got apple cider vinegar and lemon water first thing in creates. Yeah, I need to try it. I kept thinking I had apple cider vinegar, and I was like, what am I supposed to be using this for? Lemon water. So is it apple cider vinegar with a bit of lemon water in? Is it lemon water? Is it water with a bit of lemon in and a bit of apple cider vinegar in? Is that? Yeah, alkaline. So, and some soap that I like to get from Morrison's is this Soft Touch, because it's essence of rose water, because I love rose, and I get this in the food aisle, which is pure and natural rose water, essence of rose. Essence is the high frequency, by the way. I think the highest. And the 50p a bottle, they're normally 80p, but the 50p a bottle, it just stinks of rose. It smells of rose. I have made it myself, but I do get these when they're in, because when you're hot, if you get a spritzer bottle, I've just ordered a spritzer bottle off eBay, a little spritz. If you put that in a spritzer bottle when it's hot like it's today, you can spray yourself with it, and it smells gorgeous. So you don't need one of them water sprays. You can make yourself one. Also, when you've took your makeup off, go over as a cleanser with this. It's beautiful, smells nice, keeps your skin soft. Also, when I've got a little bit left, I will do a last rinse on my hair, because it's nice. Hi from Newcastle. So I use them. I got a new exercise thing today. Now, because I was running around a lot today, I didn't do my exercises, and I'm sorry, but this weather is... Can't moan, I'm in the UK, but there's sweat dripping down my back now. That's how hot it is. Whew. So I'm going to have to get a fan on when I exercise, because it's ridiculous. Yeah, I love chia seeds. I've got chia seeds in the cupboard. I do them in milk with strawberries and banana in, and a few nuts on the top, and they're gorgeous. Yeah, I love them. I've done them. I think I've shown them on YouTube before. I got this. It's called the Reption. Is it the Reption? Fitness Kit. I've wanted one of these for ages, so I've treated myself. Does anybody know what it is? I got myself a peach one. My favourite colour is peach. So this you put round your thighs, and it's good if you're on holiday. This is why I got it as well, or going anywhere, because you put it around your thighs and you pick your leg up. So when you're doing like squats, I'll show you actually. It's just a resistance band basically, but it's quite a strong resistant band. It's not one of them little flimsy plastic ones. So you can do all these with it. Inner thighs, legs, bum, whatever. And I did try it before, and you can feel the boom of it, so I know it's not a gimmicky thing. And it's one of them things you can put in your bag. And so that one I tried, that was really, really good. It was off eBay. I don't know how much it was, but I thought, yeah, I've been after one of them for ages. I'm going to treat myself. So I got one, even if I do a few before I go to bed. But like I said, because it comes in this little bag, screw it up like that. You can take it on holiday with you, or to the gym, or I don't know, wherever you're taking it, and it's easy. So I got that. But yeah, they're just a couple of things that I was going to show you, because like I said before, there was a film that came out, many of you may remember, called WALL-E. I think it was WALL-E, the cartoon. If you look at that, that was sort of saying what our society was going to go to, because if you look around at people now, that's how it's going. Sorry, but it is. It's big fat people sat in chairs in the cartoon. Hi, Alison. Drinking large drinks of Coke or whatever it was. They're not walking, they're not moving. Advertisements were everywhere. If anyone remembers the cartoon, everyone's lazy. That's how everyone's getting. They're trying to say out there that it's all right to be big. It's all right to be this, that and the other. It's all right to love yourself. Yeah, it is all right to love yourself. But there's an underlying thing under that. Yeah, Wally. Yeah, is how about loving your inner. What did I write on here? Your inner self, your inner cells. Your inner self is your inner cells. If your cells are not working properly and connecting to what they should be connecting to, your body's going to break down and you're going to get diseases. If you're feeding your cells properly, which I believe if you do eat in balance, and a lot more fruit and veg and good stuff, organic, your cells are going to start rebuilding and good stuff's going to start happening. A lot of people have lost their ability to think for themselves, also lost the ability to walk any distance. They get a car, they'll go around the corner. I knew 2 people years ago that as soon as they got a car, I'm not joking, and you'll probably all laugh because I bet a lot of you do it, will go around the corner to the shop and it's a 2-minute walk. And I'm not joking, these 2 people were normal size. They went massive because they started ordering takeaways in, not walking anywhere. Me today, I went to the shops. It's about a 10-minute walk. The heat was horrendous. I went with my bags and I'm like holding them like this, and they're like weights. But someone said to me the other day, oh, did you get a taxi? I'm like, a taxi? I have seen my next door neighbour get a taxi from there to here, but I wouldn't do it because I just think it's exercise. You know what I mean? I don't drive anyway. It's exercise. I love walking. Yeah, I walk and cycle. Exactly. People are too lazy. And I don't want to offend anyone. We all know it's true. People are too lazy. They don't want to walk. They want everything given to them. They want everything done for them. You know, so we put weight on. You know, you keep carrying it and putting it on, and then you've got problems with your legs, then you've got problems with your heart, and then you've got problems with this, then you're on Big Farm, then you wonder why I've got this and that, and you've nearly died, or things are happening, and that's what I'm seeing now. And I'm seeing younger girls getting bigger and bigger because they're saying it's all right, love yourself out there on Instagram and this and that. Yes, it is, and I do believe we all have different body shapes, but also if we are in balance, I don't think there'd be a lot of big people about, because if you think about it, years and years back in your like Nana and Granddad's days, there weren't people like there are today, because they weren't, yeah, people will say about rations, well, they weren't just eating like that, they didn't have the food, because we do have the food today, a lot of fatty, sugary, shitty, crappy food, and it's thrown in your face by the advertising. So sometimes when you're not hungry, you think you are, because it's around you everywhere you look. Food advertisements on TV, in the streets, it's making you hungry. Oh, I think and really you're not really hungry, you think you are. So that's all I'm saying, you know, and I can say that because I've put weight on, lost it, high 007, and know that, you know, a lot of it is shit. But then again, don't get me wrong, I know a lot of people who are smaller and they may think they're healthy and they need more stuff as well. Not overeating, but they need more stuff, and it is that balance. You know, like I said, my sister's a lot smaller than me, but I know she eats a lot of crap, a lot of takeaways have all got sugars and salts in. So, you know, it doesn't mean that her body inside is particularly healthy, but they do push this out there. They've said, love yourself. I've seen a lot of girls out now wearing stuff where I just think, really? I wouldn't even wear that. Like, they're big, they've got everything hanging out. It's like, have you got a mirror? That's not like people, that's because they love themselves. No, they're just not giving a toss. And then it puts it out there that it's normal that we should all just eat, be lazy, and we're sort of, what's the word? We're sort of saying it's okay because that's what they do in films. When you think, it's only film, it's okay. They're normalising it. It isn't normal. It didn't used to be like that way back. You didn't have as many people ill and like they are today. You know, and I can say this because I've had weight on me anyway. So you know I've used it as an excuse. So when I think today, it's like people say, oh, well, it doesn't matter. I've been like this all my life, you know. You're going to die sooner or later. You've only got one life. Well, why not make that healthy? Why not want to be around for your kids longer? Why? It's an excuse. I've said it is an excuse. To think it's all right, you know, I'll just carry on. I'm getting a bit older now, you know, just let myself go. It's an excuse. Let's face it. It's an excuse. So I'm going to try my hardest now, and then hopefully I can report back of how I think it is for me, you know, and it'll be my experience. Not many big girls in skimpy clothes. I see a lot of big girls in skimpy clothes. I do, and I'm like, I wouldn't even wear that. It's like, but they normalise it everywhere. But there is a thing with food, and it's like I said, some people don't even realise what they're eating. The processed crap, and I think that dumbs people down as well. Processed crap. I see some people eating daily, posting it daily. I'm like, Jesus, no wonder your brain's not working properly and you're not understanding what's going on, you know? So, and that's not getting at anyone, it is what's going on. I can see it, you know? I can see like people going on about aches and pains and diseases they've got, and the medication, you've got it because you're overeating. And when you overeat, you're killing your cells and they can't work properly, your gut can't work properly, so you're getting all this stuff, you know. But people will just poo-hoo it off, you know, and say, oh no, it's because I've got this thing. They'll make excuse up after excuse after excuse. So I lift weights, run, swim in summer and yeah, I've got my kettlebells which I really like. I've just bought that thing for like doing a bit of that, and I do believe you don't have to exercise as much as they say you do. You don't have to. You can do 15-minute hits a day. You can like the quick ones. I mean, if you go around your house pretty quickly cleaning, that's exercise as well. It's people don't even think going up the stairs. If you've got a couple of bundles of washing, you could put 3 at the bottom and go upstairs 3 times instead of once. Shopping, like when I go food shopping, it does basically kill me when I'm doing it, but I think it's exercise. It's for your arms, you're walking, you know. Yeah, it's hard, but it's exercise. If you're not doing anything, then it's not good, is it? So yeah, you only have to raise your blood pressure. Exactly. So it's not all this pounding out in the gym for ages and all that. It's not about that. And walking's really good for you. So, you know, maybe you could catch the bus 3 stops down. Walk home sometimes. People are just far too lazy. And I am going to say it, you know, I've done it. People are far too lazy. Stand up, sit down when watching video. Yeah, exactly. There's little things you can do, like I've got a wooden floor. I've not done it for ages, but I have done it. It's pretty funny. So you can clean your floors if you've got a wooden floor, and then what you do is you get 2 clean cloths and you put one foot on the other and you shimmy it across the floor to dry it or clean it, and you can do one foot that way, one foot that way, and then you move over one. So you're doing leg exercises, but you're actually cleaning the floor. People do this on YouTube. They like house exercising. So they make your house exercising, your house cleaning, which is boring anyway, into exercise. So as you're cleaning, it's your exercise for the day and it's done. Bosh, done. Blast the music out, done. So yeah, miss Q for me, it's always getting started. Yeah, it is always getting started is the hard part. After that is smooth sailing, yeah. And you always feel amazing after, and then you can have a lovely shower and you always feel amazing. But I hope people understand about that sort of thing. It's not getting at people who, you know, but it's fact, isn't it? I've done it. I've sat there and gone, oh, tomorrow it's all right, I'll eat this now. It doesn't matter, because I've got kids and sometimes you're picking at their food. You know, oh, they've got a bit of that, I don't want to eat that. And then the next thing, you know, I'll just steal a little biscuit. I'm being truthful. I'll just steal a little cookie. It set me off on that spike of sugar again. You know, and if I've been really good, it set me off on that spike of sugar. Yeah, as my dad said, everyone can walk. I don't drive anyway, so I have to walk. But I love walking. I really do love walking. I've always loved walking, as my dad will tell you. Apparently when I was younger, my mum used to say, or my nana, you used to get out your buggy and go, walk, or run, walk. So I love walking. People get really lazy. And I mean, in this heat as well, oh my God, I can't, that's not an excuse, but this heat, my dad said he went jogging the other day and realised when he got outside, I was gardening, which was exercise. Oh Jesus, was I sweating. Oh, and it's still warm now. I think it's cooler outside than it is inside. I might have to go and sit outside, but I'm just dripping. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. It was in Wall-E. They want everyone to be eating, consuming, getting lazy, getting bigger, so you get on Big Pharma, so you're ill, so you die off quicker, and it's job done for them. Fact. It is a fact. But I do believe trying to eat more balanced, and if you do eat meat, maybe it's about not eating so much, because that's where the farming side comes into it for the animals. But what are the animals being fed? And then you're eating it. So You know, I see that, but it is about balance. But what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to get more plant-based and bring a lot more fruit and veg to my diet with little bits of exercises, not too much. Juicing, smoothieing, because that breakfast I had this morning was lovely. I didn't feel bloated. I didn't feel heavy. I was full, and it was nice. It's all about baby steps, yeah. But this is what I was saying. It's been hard for me on and off because that was my drug, is sugar. It's, believe it or not, it's in foods you get. That's why you like takeouts, is they put lots of it in there. So I know a lot of people have got addiction with sugar, foods and stuff. It is a drug and it is hard. But I want to do it for myself because I am getting older. I don't want to use that excuse as, oh, it doesn't matter because life's too short. I might as well carry on, you know, the way I am. That's for people doing anything they've wanted to quit, but they do use that excuse as, oh, it doesn't matter. Like, I know so many young people now with diabetes people. Where's all this shit coming from? More and more. Think about it. Join the dots. I'm not talking to you lot in chat, people who might come in that have never watched. Think about it, because you're eating too much sugar, you're eating too much shit, you're eating too much crap. It is killing you from the inside out. I saw someone who's on a scooter, a big lady, she's got all this money, and I'm thinking, bless her, lovely lady, but you are not living your life. You can't walk, you can't do stuff, you've got this money, what can you do with it? You're not healthy, you're dying, basically, you're dying. You've got disease after disease after disease. Why would you want to do that to yourself? Why would you not want to be glowing and healthy? Yes, it's hard, but start putting them steps into motion and being there for your kids, your grandkids, and having that, I want that spring in the morning, not being like, oh God, I need a coffee to wake me up, bounding out of bed, having a juice and having that energy for the day. That's how I want to be going into my older golden years, you know, not, oh, I'm seizing up with pain, because that's how you get drinking shitty waters and eating the wrong foods. Why? Hi Sally, hi Paul from Newcastle, hi Miss Q, hi James, hi Waxman, my dad, hi Alison, Double O, Marie, is it Marie? Kath, blah, 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 Brenda, Benice, anyone who's above that I might have not said hello to, just give a quick shout out there. But do you know what I mean? Does people agree with me? You can agree with me even if you're smaller or bigger or whatever, or you're trying to diet yourself. And I wouldn't even say diet, I lifting the lid, and Sally, you know it's true deep inside. My dad called me big once and I nearly cried about it, and this was when I was a little bit big, when I was like, oh my God, how can my dad say that about me? Not that I was morbidly obese or anything, but I'm bigger to what my natural size is, and I'm still a little bit now. Because like I said, I've said before, these women who have been on TV and people must have seen them where they're overly obese, and there was this beautiful model, but she was massive, and she said, oh no, but I like being like this. That's a lie. That is bullshit. If she wasn't that big and she wasn't eating the way she was eating, like these feeder people, she wouldn't, I swear down, I bet my life on it, she would not choose to be that big because she'd be able to walk and she'd be able to do certain things. She would not choose to be living that way. She'd just think people get too big and then they can't be bothered because they get too lazy, and then it's not the whole, I'm sorry, the itchy skin after that, this, that and the other. I understand all that, but if you were eating normally, you know, not what we're told to eat and how much we should eat and all these other times, and you were eating normally, balanced, people wouldn't be as big as they are today. But it is very hard because the enticement is there, the adverts are there all the time, everywhere you look, it's in your face. Feeders, yeah, the ones who they get with women and they feed them, or men, and they like to get them big and big and big, so they end up in bed. I just think it's disgusting. They're that big they can't get out of bed. People have been used a crane to get out of the house. Why would you want to live like that? Why would these, what? You just want to lie in bed all day with a breathing apparatus on and be like that. Why? What is it? Is that living? No. Sorry, it might be offending some people, but it's true. Why? I used to be a chef and I just picked every day, probably only had about... Exactly. Yeah. But we are a greedy world today. We are a greedy, you know... But it's because you get addicted, and then because it is an addiction, you get addicted to them foods, and then it's hard. And like I said before, I'm addicted to sugar. I'm trying to move away from it. I'm not as bad as I was. I'm trying to slowly move away from it. I tried a bit quick last time, but with addictions, you don't just, well, I'm saying that you don't just do it, but I guess you have to. It's sort of in a way. But I'm just, I don't know if anyone else, I'm just looking around today when I'm out in the street, and I'm like, there's loads of people on scooters these days. I'm like, and I'm not being funny, there's a guy on YouTube that couldn't walk. He was a paraglider or something, he had an accident, he put loads of weight on, so he had to be, couldn't walk, blah blah blah. He started doing yoga, he tried every day. I don't know if anyone's seen the video. He's running now, he's lost weight, he's well into yoga. He can stand on his head, he can do this, that and the other, because it's a mindset as well. My sister said the other day, oh, I was watching this thing about Heal or something on Netflix, and I said it is a mindset as well, because you have to be in the right mindset, and a lot of healing comes from your mind as well. But my friend said, who healed herself from cancer as well, you can eat healthily, but if you haven't got that positive mental attitude as well, it's not going to work either. And if you've got a disease like these terrible diseases people have, and a lot of people get told, they're going to die, this, that and the other. My friend said, don't look at it like, are you going to die? I'm going to die. Are you going to die? It's, do you want to live? What are you going to do that maybe could help you? Like, are you going to try holistic stuff? Are you going to try everything you can? Or are you just going to give up? Because I do believe that mentality of when people give up here, especially here, I don't believe it matters what you're doing. You're going to go, because you've got to be strong here as well. You've got to believe it. Hi, Roxanne. Hey, just talking about food. I'm almost finished. I thought you said I'm almost finished eating part 2. I was like, eating? Yes, Roxanne's doing a great job on editing for the Really Woke show for Saturday morning, folks, of the part 2 with ODD, and that was brilliant. So I just wanted to come on and say that I am trying to get back into, someone said something about juicing. I'm not doing a juicing diet. I don't believe in like just doing it as a balance. I was just showing you that today because I do like them, and I'm going to bring them more into my day. But I brought olives today, mushrooms, salad, sun-dried tomatoes. I'm trying to look for good recipes, and I know there's loads all over YouTube, and there's a woman I've been watching who, we'll have to find the name out, she's really good, finding some exciting recipes, because I've been vegan before. I'm not saying I'm going vegan, but I just want to bring them more in. But I have been vegan before, and the meals that I had were beautiful. What did I have the other day? I didn't actually make it. It's meant to be one of them fresh things, but I can make it. Was mushroom spaghetti bolognese. Oh my god, it was so nice. No meat, but I love mushrooms, and they're quite meaty to me. I did oat milk, strawberry and banana shake today. Yeah, and I'm going to try and make my own granola, because I do like granola, but as in the shops, they put a lot of sugar and shit in it. So you might think it's healthy, but they do put a lot of sugar in, and it's dead easy to make. You've got your nuts, you've got your rolled oats, you've got a little bit of syrup, maple syrup, but proper maple syrup, not the sugary fakes. But it's a little bit to combine it, but obviously it's less than what the shops would do. I can't remember what the little green seedy things are. You bake it in the oven, you make your own. You can sprinkle that on your chia seed pudding, which I love chia seed. I've got some, I'm going to make some tonight, in your glass containers, your glass, what they call jars. And they're beautiful too. Yeah, look, I had garlic mushrooms today. And if anyone doesn't know what that is, you get your chia seeds, you put selected milk in, not cow's milk, almond milk or whatever, and you can make your own almond milk, and that's what I'm going to try, because I'm getting a new blender, and it's a big one, and I can't wait. You can make your own almond milk, and it soaks up, the chia seeds soak up in there, and then you can crumble granola on top, or I stick fruit in it normally with a bit of banana, strawberry, and a bit of nuts on top, and it's gorgeous, and it's done in the morning for you. It soaks up overnight. It's a bit like, I don't mean rice pudding, but I don't know, but it soaks up overnight, and it's done, and it's really nice. So you can have it for your breakfast or a pudding or whatever. I had a homemade and now red wine. Yeah, chia is lovely. I do love them, and I have got them. I've still got loads in my cupboard. So it's just me trying to get back on it. Like I say, I'm not coming on going, I like to tell the truth. If I fell off something, I fell off it. I've not fell off it. I've just been trying to down meat and stuff, but I've realised I'm not getting enough fruit and veg. And I did say to my eldest today, you know, what would you do if I started trying to make it? He went, oh, I guess I'd have to eat it. I'd have to try it. I said, you need to try it. We are all divine beings brainwashed into being consumers. We are. It's eat, sleep. What is it? Eat, sleep, repeat. Whatever it is, whatever the saying is. Eat, sleep, consume. Yeah, eat, consume, sleep, or whatever it is. And it goes round and round and round because it's the advertising everywhere. And the biggest one is food, you know? So, oh my God, I need a shower. It's so hot. So, I was just saying, Roxanne, got a little bit to do on this one. I've got to start the second one. I should be able to send out on Monday. So, I hope Jess isn't watching. But, cutie. And I will put my email address up after because I know my niece wants a Q bag, so I said she could have maybe an animal or something she likes. She can do that. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone, lose weight, get a stomach like the flat earth. Yeah. My son said today, yeah, but Mum, do you think like you walk off the edge of it and fall off? I went, no, and he went, what's this? Drops his phone on the floor in the garden on the grass and goes, what's this gravity? I went, density, magnetism, whatever. I said, I'm not getting into it. Go and do some researching. And blah, 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 blah. He went, but you're an atheist. I went, no, I'm not. I've never been an atheist. I do believe in a creator. Like I said, I don't believe it's a man sat on a cloud with a fluffy white beard, but there's a creator, as you can plainly see in nature, with us and everything. The bird bags, yes. So, I'm going to go and finish off The Last Kingdom. I was well into it. Oh my God, I was well into it. I got to think I don't think I'm a Saxon. I think I'm a Dane. Yeah. Because it was the church versus, sorry to say, it was the church versus the pagans, but it was the church as in, not the churchy, there is nice church people, but it was the money side. You're like, give your money to the church. Oh, it doesn't matter as long as the church gets the money. And it's like, yeah, they both had gods, obviously, but the guy in it, I can't remember what his name was like, Odin, was it what? He's like, yes, but my church is nature. It's all there. And I'm like, yeah, I'm with you on that one. This is why I like the Viking stuff, so just saying. Dolly, this video is awesome. It's called The Staircase of Disbelief by Neil Kramer, is it? Oh, I might have seen that. It explains how we push through the pursuit of truth. Thank you very much, Lifting the Lid. Everyone can check that out, and I'll check it out at some point. I am absolutely melding. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about food and that, and it's not here to offend people because I've had a lot more weight on than me before, and I couldn't stand it, and you know, some people will say, oh, you look all right. And it's like, no, it's that feeling of when you know when you're all right. There's, you know, it's all about balance. I know myself, I'm not telling anyone to go and do this. I'm just saying it is a fact that we are all brainwashed with advertisement. We do consume too much. That is a fact. And you get ill from clogging your body up and not letting it digest properly. And if anyone used to see the programme that used to be on ages ago, I can't remember what it was. They had a skinnier person versus a bigger person and they'd swap diets. But when it showed you like bread and carbs and all that going into a tube, it's clogging your body. Your body shouldn't be trying to work that hard at doing what it does, you know. It shouldn't be like that. I'm chef 2, Danish feta, tomato and cucumber. Oh, nice. Oh, Miss Q, did you want, I was thinking, what's a mermaid bag going anyway? I was thinking of doing a Q bag with a koala on it. Thought that'd be quite cute, and then maybe something else. So you wanted 3 bags. So yeah, I'm boiling. I had 2 smoothies yesterday. Yeah, you feel great. And someone did say before I go that if you have a lot of these green smoothies or whatever, this woman did a great one, it'll boost you and make you feel great anyway. You won't need a coffee in the morning. You'll be bouncing off the ceilings with that. And she was also showing mushroom tea, and someone said it tasted like chocolate, and she was doing, is it green tea, but it was the something beginning with M, I think. And I thought, oof, I want to try that. And it was a latte one done with almond milk, and it looked so nice. So yeah, so I'm gonna every now and again report on how I'm feeling with it, if I'm seeing any changes with skin, hair, whatever, nails. And I have noticed my nails have been growing quicker, though they're a mess at the minute. You know, and report back on that for evidence of myself. But like I said, it is, what did I write today? It is, I I put people's well-being, right? The food system, people's well-being. Let's change that to your cell being, your cellular structure, your cells in your body. So well-being is, are you a well-being? To function properly, we need to be well-beings with your well-being. But I see that now as change the W to a cell, your cell beings. Once your cells are working and connecting properly, that's brilliant. When they're disconnecting, like, when you're having certain treatments for a certain disease that's rife at the minute, it kills your cells off, which then kills you off. When cells are healthy too, and will, I don't even know what I wrote, something the way they are, working the way they're meant to be, a lot of stuff out there kills our cells off and our connections, so we don't work properly, basically. So I'd say we need to be more cell beings and get our cells working properly like they should be doing, instead of blogging them up with stuff. So yeah, peppermint oil. I've got peppermint oil. Yeah, I've got peppermint oil for a hair massage with a hair mask I had on the other day. Peppermint oil you can put in coconut and other stuff to make your own toothpaste, blah, 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 and all that sort of stuff. Pat Tea Dolly. New Neon Revolt, Bohemian Grove visitors list. I haven't been watching a lot of Neon Results, but I'd like to see who's in the Bohemian Grove. I bet there's a lot of ones we're not surprised about. But I'm going to go because I need a shower. I'm boiling, I'm sweating. I need to go and watch a bit more of I'm on season 8 or so, The Last Kingdom. Loving it. I mean, he's a bit of a fitty, I must say. He was a Saxon but went Danish, but it's really good. So I'll see you at some point. I've just been having a bit of a break because me, Roxanne and Double have been knackered ourselves out and watching what's going on with the Democrats and all the crap that they're trying to put out there. There's Mueller, being seen for all he is, a liar, doesn't know what he's talking about all of a sudden, can't hear the questions all of a sudden, but they're sleeping out there, still believe, because they're watching CNN and all the shitty channels, that no, Trump's been seen for what he is. Like I said, if you haven't seen The Hack on Netflix, oh my God, trying to bring Brexit and Farage into it, what a crock of shit, that's all I can say. Are you in tomorrow? Yes, I am, Dad. A bit. Yeah, yawn sandwich hearing. I mean, it was hilarious when you're watching it. People who are connecting the dots now, like, oh my God, can you not see what they're doing? But if you watch the Great Hack on Netflix, they're doing it on Netflix to put it into the brains of the sheeple. This is the voice of the Democrats. You know what I mean? This is the voice of the Misterons. I have to go. Yeah, I'm going. I don't even know what I waffled on about. I hope it made sense. If I've offended people, oh well. I've been offended by my dad sometimes and my mother, but I know it's true. We do eat too much and it is easy to fall into that trap again. And sugar is a drug, people. Fact, sugar is a drug and it's in everything. So there you go. So, don't feel that hard on yourself, but it is. Thank you. You like how it's ending. Alright, so yeah, just think about it. If you are overweight or if you're wanting to lose weight, it's moving more, eating less. Them advertisements, trying to get more greens and things that can fill you up. They have put crap out there about filling yourself up with the wrong carbs. There's carbs in veg. There's natural sugars in fruits and stuff. So to me, having I don't mean a bag full of grapes, but a handful of grapes and some other things, that's the sugar that I need, not the sugar in sweets, biscuits and stuff like that. And like I said, ladies out there, sugar ages you. So yeah, food is a drug. Yeah, it is. Food is a drug. You don't need as much as you're told. No, you don't need as much as you're told. If you think about it, it's from the globalist liars. Oh, eat this, eat that. You should be eating this many times a day. No, you shouldn't. It's like my dad said, you don't have to have your breakfast. You're breaking your fast in the morning. I let it go later. I did really well on that, going back to that. Realised today, yet again, had my drink at, I don't know what time it was, but it wasn't first thing in the morning. I didn't need it. You think you need it because you're programmed to believe you need it. You're clock watching. So yeah, I love mushrooms. I had portobello mushrooms on toast with garlic, spinach and a few walnuts sprinkled on top with a handful of grapes, like I said before, and 2 strawberries and some olives. Are really nice. I just had a bit of a pick and mix, sorry. It was really nice on one piece of gross bread. On one piece of bread, toasted, gluten-free, one of the vegan ones, only a little piece of bread, but I thought, oh well, you know. So, if anyone knows any good YouTube recipes out there for more stuff, I do know a lot of them anyway. Anyway, I'm going because it's boiling. There's lots going on with the Q thing. There's lots going on with Trump and all that good stuff. And it's all out there and it's hilarious and it's all happening. It's like I said, they're in panic, and that stands for Patriots Now in Control, if I've got that right without looking at what it says. So, yay. So, see you all soon. Like I said, I've been having a bit of a break. I've got a few bags to do, so I'm doing that as well. So, I just have to come on when I come on. So, see you soon. Love you all. You're all brilliant. If you don't like veg, try and, honest to God, just try and go around YouTube, look at some of the plant-based things. Honest to God, I know looking at some stuff, things sometimes you think, ugh, it's veg. Some of it's so nice. You wouldn't believe how nice it tastes, and you wouldn't believe that. Like, I've tried vegan stuff in the fat, and you're like, oh my God, it really tastes like, oh my God, I'm not even missing that such and whatever it is. And also, I'd like to say to you people who like to drink Coke and stuff like that out there, Pepsi and all that, I'm not a fizzy drink drinker, but when they say it's Diet Coke, it's got more crap in it than the normal stuff, just throwing that out there as well. Oh, what was? Oh yeah, only with garlic butter. Oh yes, exactly. Yeah, I love the garlic. That's one thing I do love. Yeah, take care all. I love vegetables. Exactly. So, yeah. See you soon. Bye. My God, it's so hot.